Welcome, and thank you for your interest in ConnectBeauty, the lead management CRM system specifically designed for the beauty industry. In this demonstration, we're going to take a look at things from a sales manager's perspective. Let's get started. Here we'll play the role of a sales manager, or someone who needs to monitor the activities of a sales territory and team. We're going to start out by just quickly touching on theme setting, a unique aspect of ConnectBeauty. With theme setting, we allow you to set the color and design of the system to reflect your personality and tastes. For example, scrolling to the right, we can choose springtime. Here we see that the color turns to green with birds and flowers and more. People say they enjoy working in an application that has a theme that matches their style. Let's go ahead and move on to setup options now. As a sales manager, you may be in charge of adding new employees to the system, representing maybe salespeople who will be managing leads and closing deals. Using an intuitive ribbon to organize sections you need to work in, we've grouped Setup under Global Settings. Here, under the Employee section, we can add employees. It's very straightforward and intuitive, entering demographic and geographic information about the employee. Now, in the essence of time, I'm going to quickly just enter some basic information. For example, first name, last, username, password, and confirm. Department. Department assigns what area of the company the employee is in. Let's add an email and a user role. The role allows us to assign specifically such things as employee, manager, admin, or HR, as you saw. The role names are customizable during the system implementation to reflect the terminology in your business. Now, when we assign role, it directly impacts what type of ribbon at the top the employee will see. Employee will give rights to see leads and associated activities, but not access to actually assigning leads, nor will they have access to global settings. A manager role will have access to such things as assigning leads, whereas an administrator will have access to setting such global settings, such as what the owner or the sales manager is doing. Once I enter an employee, I can save this information and then assign rights. Rights specifically refers to the territory your employees are assigned. So for instance, maybe Rocky Mountain. This will directly affect what territory of leads, prospects, and accounts and revenue that the employee will see when doing both activities and reviewing their dashboard. Save this, and we're ready to be moving on. Next, let's look at how simple it is to establish and share activity and revenue goals for the organization. This might be done by the owner or the senior sales manager. Goals refer to several aspects of targets that you wish your sales team to hit. Here in the upper left, we can establish targets by 1 or 2 years, set how many phone calls we wish the organization to make to follow up on leads, the number of emails, response time, and lead lifespan. The sales goals are summarized here after they're entered down below. It's here in the grid format that we establish our revenue goals by employee and by month, which means you can get an exact level of detail versus just one big number. We enter each employee's monthly revenue goal. So let's go ahead and do this as a few examples. You can either key it in or you can use a calculator. And then we're ready to save. ConnectBeauty will summarize the monthly goals into a company-wide goal that we see here. This means that you can set the big picture and the detailed picture. As a manager, once you've set up your employees and established your goals, you're ready to work on leads. Let's start by talking about how you get leads into ConnectBeauty. ConnectBeauty has a lead grabber feature that does a variety of things for you with regard to lead management. If you have a website with a lead form, ConnectBeauty automatically imports these leads real time. If you buy leads from another source, ConnectBeauty allows these leads to be imported as well. As we all know, leads are our bread and butter. They are an integral part of sales success. Without leads, there would be few, if any, sales. And we all know that leads are not inexpensive to obtain. Therefore, we want it to be easy to manage these leads, get them assigned, and begin turning them into closed sales as quickly as possible. Leads are categorized into two types in ConnectBeauty. Internet leads are populated directly off the internet based on the form you use. Existing leads are those that were brought in with Lead Grabber or imported from a spreadsheet. Assigning either type of lead is quick and easy for a sales manager. To assign a lead in ConnectBeauty, highlight the leads, choose the person you wish to assign them to, and click Assign Lead. The system will save those leads to the appropriate person, and those leads will now show up in that employee's list for immediate follow-up. You can use the same process to reassign leads from an unproductive or former sales rep. ConnectBeauty saves you precious time in getting the lead into the process in a matter of minutes, meaning leads get into your sales team's hands faster so they can turn them into closed deals and revenue for the organization. Like the owner, I need to gain my own insight into different aspects of the business activity and performance. My dashboard allows me to do just that. Let's look at a few of the other tabs that are more pertinent to me as a sales manager, such as My Pipeline. The pipeline reports gives you insight into the associated dollar amount of the pipeline of all of the employees who report to you. It summarizes it by lead and by prospect. And within each of these two categories, it further refines it based on the way you want to define the status of the lead. The groups, as we call them in ConnectBeauty, qualify as to the temperature of the lead with regard to moving forward and becoming a student. For example, not today being cold, maybe, but not today being warm, and so on, from which you can glean how quickly this might turn into real revenue. Next, let's look at My Goals. Under this section, you can see the sales activity and revenue attainment of all of those employees in the territory that report to you. My Assigned Task area summarizes the overall activity of employees, such as number of phone calls, emails, and overall revenue. Again, this is the goal. My Achieved Tasks reports exactly what has been done by your employees with regards to number of leads, phone calls performed, and total sales to date. In the lower left, the thermometer represents revenue attainment of your employees based on their goal. And on the right, you can compare it to the overall goal of the company and attainment company-wide, all at a glance. This means that without having to go to all of your employees to create special reports and then manually consolidating them yourself, you can see how you're doing compared to goal. There are several more levels of information that you can review. For the sales manager, you have control over several aspects of the setup and performance review process, allowing you to save time in processes such as setting up the system and assigning leads, and giving you insight into your sales team activity and revenue attainment to know if you need to take action to improve performance or celebrate the attainment of goals. ConnectBeauty makes you more productive and informed, leading to better decision making for positive impact on the business. What we've seen is how ConnectBeauty can help you with your lead management and CRM process. In a recent benchmark study, businesses who implemented CRM improved their business across a variety of areas, including revenue increases, decreased sales cycle, decreased sales and marketing costs, and improved profit margins. If you'd like to learn more about ConnectBeauty, please visit our website. Call us or email us directly. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and have a great day.